You can use public domain assets like these to make great t-shirt designs and fine art print designs. I regularly make sales using public domain assets. These are very old pictures, photographs, lithographs, and you can use these to make sales on sites like Redbubble and TeePublic and Merch by Amazon. Now, I think one of the best websites to get this is the Met. The Met is a museum, and they have an open access resource page that you can access these images on. However, it's pretty clunky to use. So in this video, I'm going to walk through how you can use open access at the Met. And I've got 5 ideas that you can use to brainstorm and search and really get those creative juices flowing so you can make some sales and print on demand. Let's jump in. I'll put a link to the Met Open Access in the video description below. It's completely free to use, and the images are public domain. If you're not sure how to get there, if you're not going to look at the link, you can Google it as well, Open Access the Met, and it's the very first option that comes up. Okay, so when you're on the Met Open Access page, what you've got is a searching the collection option here at the top, and you can use keywords to search for what you want. What I really like is the filter by, because there's so many options here, there's so many results that it can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in here at the top, just going to type in a random state, for example, California. And now it's going to show me down here at the bottom 1,126 results for California. Anything with the word California is going to come up. Now I would recommend make sure to click on this open access. If you don't do that, you're going to get a whole lot more results that come back, but they're not necessarily public domain. So you would not necessarily have the rights to use those images. Open access by definition means that the museums place these into the public domain and that you can use them. You can also click on the little eye next to it. It says here you can freely copy, modify, and distribute the images even for commercial purposes. So here I've got California. Down below I've got sculptures, paintings, lots of different objects. So how can we drill down even farther? So we're going to look through these 1,000 results. What you can do is this filter right here. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to see there's all these different types of results. So I'm going to scroll on through and I'm going to see there's drawings, 116 drawings. And when I do that, now I've got only pencil sketches and drawings. Some really beautiful drawings too. If you want to download any of these, it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to click on this charioteer and horseman. This is pretty cool. This is not even on display at the museum, but you can see it here on the open access resource. So here is the image on the right hand side. You can see it's public domain. I'm just hovering over it and you can see it says it's public domain. You can freely modify it. There's actually 2 images in this. The first one is a cropped image. The second one, if I click on it, is the original, including the guide here at the museum. So this is like a photograph of the picture. So I'm going to use this first one, and to download it's pretty easy to do. Over on the right hand side, bottom right, there's a download button. I can click on it. It's going to now give me a high-res JPEG. Some of these are really high-res and some of these not so much. So you have to take your pick here on what's worth it. This is a pretty nice big scan though. Beautiful pencils. You can simply right-click it and you can click Save Image As, and it will save it as a JPEG file. You can also look by date. So under Filter By, under Date, I can look at all these different dates that come up, and you can see there's a number in brackets next to it. That's the number of items that are in that date range. So for example, if I really wanted to see something from the 1800s to the 1900s, I can simply click on it. That gets me back a ton of different results. And we can see here I've got the 2 filter options sitting right here. So I'm going to now type in another state. I'll type in Texas, for example. We'll see it updates in real time. Shows me 96 results for Texas. This is anything from 1800 to 1900, and it gets me back pictures, photographs, paintings, lithographs, and so on. You can really refine your search results on Open Access the Met. Here I've got searching for forest, drawings, Europe, and then the years 1800 through 1900. You can see now I've got 30 results coming back. The output for the filters is sitting right here. And so if you'd like to remove one of the filters, it's pretty easy to do. You can either just click on right here, or you can click on up here. Either way, you'll remove it. So I'm going to click on Europe and it'll disappear. Or I could click on up here and I could remove the date range. And you'll see the results get progressively more as you remove the filters. If you randomly stumble across a painting, you can click on the artist's name as well. So here I've searched for Paris oil paintings. It gets me back 754 results. I really like this one here by Camille Corot. I'm going to click on it. We have this great looking painting here, and I can click on the artist's name right there. And what will happen is that will reset the search parameters. So now I can search for this artist directly. 178 results come back. Make sure that this open access is selected if you're doing this. I have 178 results. When I click on open access, that drops down to 120. Now everything below I can use because it's open access. So what do you actually search for on open access at the Met? Well, here's 5 ideas to get you going if you're brainstorming. Cool thing to look up, number 1, is Moulin Rouge. Moulin Rouge is like a nightclub or a cabaret in Paris. And here's some posters that you can take a look at here. So all I've searched for is Moulin Rouge, open access. It gets me back 18 results. Some of them are pencil sketches. Some of them are like kind of watercolors or cool looking posters. There's some really neat stuff here, and you can certainly check that out. Cool thing number 2 is panoramic maps. You want to make sure to spell this correctly, panoramic maps. And this is a really neat looking type of map. It is like a painting. How beautiful is that? This is a panoramic view of New York. This is public domain. You can scroll in, and look at how far in you can scroll. That's pretty cool. And you can have this sitting up in your den, your reading room. You could sell this as a fine art print. Again, this is public domain. Cool thing number 3 you can search for is Rome. I've simply typed in Rome into the search field, and then I filtered it by drawings. That gets me back almost 1,500 open access pictures. And these are illustrations, some of them dating back to the 1700s, the 1500s. This is a place that I was at this year, actually. I was at the Trevi Fountain in Rome. Certainly didn't look like this. There was a few more people when I was there, that's for sure. Plus there's a McDonald's right around the corner. This is in the mid 18th to 19th century. Cool thing number 4 to look up is Rubens. And Rubens is an amazing painter from a little bit past the Middle Ages. It's more of the Baroque era. You can see here, Peter Paul Rubens is just a master painter. I love the way he looks at the world, the way that light shines and the way the faces look. And of course, as you keep searching, you're going to find other artists with a similar name. So here's John Rubens Smith, for example. And there's also similar styles of paintings as well. So Peter Paul Rubens is amazing with his light. This is a very similar style of painting, although this is by a gentleman named Jacob Jordans, and he's a Flemish artist from 1616. If you like what you see, simply click on the person's name, and you can see other paintings that come up by the same artist. Cool thing number 5 you can check out is to simply search for the word masterpiece. Now when you're filtering, what I recommend is not only filtering by oil painting, but also paintings. And so you're going to get both oil paint and paintings. That gets you about 671 results. And as you scroll through, you can see there's absolutely gorgeous medieval Baroque artwork, and some of it dates back really early, even before the 1500s. Pretty amazing stuff. Highly, highly recommend that you check out a lot of this amazing artwork. There's just hundreds and hundreds, thousands of amazing photographs, prints, posters, illustrations, pencil sketches, you name it. There's so much to see. And of course, this is just the illustrations. There's all sorts of great artwork hiding inside of the Met Museum. Make sure to check it out. I hope you liked this video, and I'd love to hear if you found something really cool. Leave it down in the comments section below. Here's another video on how you can have some fun in your graphic arts journey. Thanks a lot for watching.